welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make the beautiful shells blanket. This pattern, stitch, what have you, is so old. It's been circulating for years and years. It's been rewritten, reworked by many different people, but I'm going to show you the way I learned how to do it. And for the purpose of this video, I'm only going to be using one single color. It's a light pink Super Saver from Red Heart. This one here that I'm working on is actually the Bernat Pop from Yarnspirations and the color Pop Art. So you can use that type of yarn like Caron Cakes, what have you, to give you a different striped look, or you can just change the colors like after every 2 rows if you like, to give you a different look. So for this, like I said, I'm just using standard worsted weight yarn and a size 5mm hook. Now to get started, first thing you want to do is to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now you want to make a double crochet in the 4th chain from your hook, which would be the last one here. Do a double crochet there. And this chain 4 that you made here is going to count as our first double crochet chain 1 space. Okay? So now you just made a double crochet. You need to chain 1. Okay? Now repeat this 6 more times. So you need a total of 8 posts with a single crochet in between. Okay? 1, 2. So go ahead and make another double crochet. Chain 1. And then repeat this all the way around in that same stitch until you have a total of 8. And I'll check back with you here just in a minute. Okay, I have just made double crochet number 8 with a single crochet after that. And we want to join this over here into the 3rd, let's see, yeah, the 3rd chain of the chain 4 you made in the beginning with a slip stitch. Okay. Now you have this little spoke looking wheel here. Now what you want to do next is to chain 1, and you want to make a single crochet in this very next chain 1 space here. So single crochet right in there. In the next chain 1 space, we're going to start making our shells. Okay, and these are what I'm referring to as shells. We're going to start making these right here, and to do that you need to make 7 double crochet in this chain 1 space. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to slow myself down here for the people that are a little bit slower than me or just learning. I'm sorry, I really am trying to go slow. But there's your 7 double crochets. Now in this next chain 1 space, do a single crochet. Okay? And at the end of this, you're going to wind up with 4 of these shell clusters with single crochets in between. So I want you to go ahead and work on yours. Make your 7 doubles in this space, single crochet in this one, 7 doubles in that one, all the way around until you get back to this last stitch here, and I'll show you how to carry on with the next round. Okay, I have just made my last double crochet in this little cluster of shells here. And so what you need to do is join back to this first single crochet here with a slip stitch. Okay, whoopsie, just like that. Okay, now what we're going to do now is we're going to start working on our corners. And our corners are going to be 2 V-stitches separated by a chain 3 space. So what you want to do is chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is going to count as our first double crochet and chain 1. So in that very same stitch, do a double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, do another double crochet, chain 1, another double crochet. This is all in the same stitch, mind you. Oops, my yarn is getting tangled here. Okay, Now this is a corner. See, what you've done is you've made a V-stitch, 3 singles, and then a V-stitch. Okay, this is a corner. And now we're going to skip this shell, and we need to get over here to this single crochet. And to do that, you need to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now in this single crochet right here, right there, we want to make two more of these V stitches. So make a double crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet. There's your V stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, make another double crochet, and that same stitch, chain 1, and another double crochet. So you have a V stitch, a chain 3, and another V stitch right here. And now we're back to this shell again, so we have to jump over this shell to get to this single crochet over here. Once again, chain 5, 4, and 5, and in this single crochet here, that's between the 2 shells, go ahead and make 2 more V stitches by doing a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Okay, do that all the way around until you have 4 corners, and I'll check back with you and show you what to do in the next row. Okay, I have just made my last chain 5, and now we want to join this chain 5 into the 3rd chain of that chain 4 that you made at the very beginning of the row. And just join that with a slip stitch, just like that. Okay, now your piece that you have so far should look something like this. So here's your 4 corners, and here's your shells in the center. Now, moving right along, what you need to do is, in order to make your next set of shells, you need to be in the middle of this V-stitch here. And this is how you're going to begin every single row when you're making the shells, is with a slip stitch into that V. And all that does is it just gets you into position to start your shell space. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This counts as our first double crochet. And now you need to make 6 more double crochet in that same space right there in your V. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, let me pull some yarn out over here. Okay, so now you've just made another set of shells, and we're to this chain 3 space here. Make a single crochet into that chain 3 space. And now you're to this next V. You need to make 7 double crochet in this V. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, and now we are here to this chain 5 space. And what we need to do is anchor this chain 5 to this shell down here. And to do that, you just make a single crochet around that chain into this middle double crochet, which would be number 4. So you start and count 1, 2, 3, 4. Just insert your hook into that middle double crochet there, pull your yarn through, and make a single crochet. See, now you've trapped that chain 5 there. Okay, now you're going to move along and make another set of shell clusters. See, this is your corner here. Here's your V-stitch. Make 7 double crochet into that space, single crochet into the chain 3 space, and then make 7 more double crochet into that V-stitch right there. Anchor this chain 5 space to that center double crochet, and then do 7 doubles, a single crochet, and 7 doubles. Okay, so I'm going to turn you guys loose to do that on your own, and I'll check back with you when I'm finished with my row, and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, I have just finished my last double crochet of this shell cluster here. I have anchored this chain 5 to the shell below it, and then I joined into the top of the chain 3 that you made at the very beginning with a slip stitch. And so now this is where the pattern is going to change just slightly. You see these little indentions. Now in every one of these little indentions, you're going to make one V-stitch. And these from here on out are going to be our corners. And in each corner, you're going to make a V-stitch, a chain 3, and a V-stitch, just like you did before. The only thing that is changing is every time this grows around and you have these little indentions on the side, you're going to put one V-stitch into each indention, okay? Now, for this first one, we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This will count as our first double crochet, chain 1. Now we need to go back just slightly to this single crochet here that is just to the right of this chain that we just made, the single crochet here, and make a double crochet in that space. Okay, see? Now this counts as our first V-stitch. And now we're going to do just like you did before. We're going to chain 5 in order to skip this set of shells here and get back to the center where we can start on our corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now come over here, which is what is going to be our new corner, and you want to make a double crochet into that single crochet in the center. Make a double crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet. See, there's your V-stitch, chain 3, make another double crochet in that very same space, chain 1, and another double crochet. Okay, you see how that just made another corner with a V-stitch, chain 3, and a V-stitch. Okay, let me pull out some more yarn here. Now we need to skip this next shell and get to the center here where we're going to make one V-stitch. Oopsie. So I have chained my 5 there. And now we need to go into this center space right here, into that single crochet, and make one V-stitch. Okay? Remember, the V-stitch is a double crochet, a chain 1, and a double crochet. Okay? Just like that. Chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we are back to this other section here, which is now going to be our other corner. Okay, so in that single crochet there in the center, make a V-stitch, which is a double crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet. There's your first V, chain 3, do a double crochet, a chain 1, and another double crochet, and that is now your second V. Okay, and we'll move that out of the way completely here. Oh, I said it was. Okay, so you see here's a corner, and then in the center indention you have made a V-stitch. Between these two shells you have made another corner. Okay, so I want you to continue that all the way around. You're going to make a chain 5, a V-stitch, chain 5, a V-stitch, chain 3, V-stitch, chain 5, 1 V-stitch, chain 5, and repeat, and so forth until you get back to this section right here, and I'll show you what to do after that. Okay, I have just finished my chain 5 here, and I'm now going to join with a slip stitch into that third chain of the chain 4 that you made at the very beginning. Okay, and now we're back to this V-stitch, and like I said earlier, to start with your shells you need to make a slip stitch into the V-stitch just to get yourself into position. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, make 6 more double crochets into this V-stitch because this chain counts as your first one. Okay, so I want you to make 6 more double crochet into this V. When you get to this spot over here, you want to capture this chain 5 and just anchor it to the top of your shell in the very center double crochet with a single crochet. Come over. I want you to do 7 double crochet in this V, a single crochet here, and then 7 doubles right here. Anchor this to the center double crochet with a single crochet, and this V-stitch here in the middle. See how you have V-stitches in the middle? Make 7 double crochet, anchor this, and then just repeat. Come back to this corner, do 7 doubles, a single, 7 doubles, anchor, 7 doubles, anchor, 7, single, 7, anchor, all the way around until you get done with this row, and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, I've just finished my 7 double crochet. I anchored the chain 5 space to the middle of the shell below it, and then I slip stitched into the top of the chain 3 that you made at the beginning of the row. Okay, and that is how the pattern grows. That's it. So you want to chain 4, 3, 4. Remember, go back right beside of it and make a double crochet in that single crochet right there beside of it. Whoopsie. And that is your first V-stitch. Okay, V-stitch, chain 5, make a V-stitch here, chain 5, make a V-stitch, chain 3, V-stitch, you know, just like you've been doing. It's the same thing over and over. Only see now, in the middle between the 2 corners, now you're going to have 2 V-stitches with a chain 5 in between. And that's all that you do for this pattern. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So if you'd like a written version of this pattern, you can check out my website. I'm going to have a link to that in the video description box down below, along with a link to my Facebook page. So please stop by and give me a like on there as well. Hit the little subscribe button so that you can stay tuned and up to date with all of my newest videos. I thank you guys so much for stopping by and learning how to make this really nice Afghan baby blanket thing here with me. And I will see y'all next time. Bye bye.